Welcome back everybody to my channel. I haven't done a video for a while now because I've been doing a bit of work in the garden and I'm trying to get it set up for spring, building some new benches and stuff. So today I'm going to be looking at this tree here, and I will show you. I'll give you a little look at it there now. I'll take off the one because it's fall. I did have another branch here at the back, but birds landed on it and snapped it. So I'm just rebuilding that branch there. And see this branch here, I'm trying to rebuild and get it to thicken up. So a lot of growth has gone to the top. I just want to try and reduce that back if I can, and I keep it pruned so that a bit more energy goes to the bottom. And I'm not too sure. I have no idea what this tree is. So if anybody knows what kind of plant it is, a little bit of a closer look at the leaves on it. It's got tiny little leaves. I bought it a few years ago now, and it was literally a tiny little twig in a pot. Tiny. There was no. Well, actually, I'm trying to think now. When I got it, there was no label or nothing on it. But I was just looking for a little tree that might grow inside this little house I had, and so I planted this in it, and it worked for a while. But then it outgrew the house, so I had to. The house is actually a plastic house thing, little model one. So then I had to break up the house, take the tree out of it. So now it's in this pot. It's growing really well, looks well, I think, compared to what it was when I got it. It was literally tiny thin twig with a couple of branches sticking up, and it's developed well. It's just a shame the back of it here, it's got quite a root. There was another branch, can't see, I think it was coming from around here, which filled out this area, but as you can see, it's kind of got a bit of a gap there and stuff, but we'll try and get that built out. So I want to start off with what I normally do is I just kind of like hedge prune it, but what I do is I get each branch and I try to separate it, and then I just kind of round it off a bit so that it gives a bit of definition to each branch, rather than just have it all kind of as one big mold of a tree. I give each kind of branch a little bit of definitions and separation from the other ones. Even this one, I will bring that down here a bit so that it separates slightly from this branch. I'll just take that one back just to create gaps in the branches. You can see that there now. Gaps in the branches like this one. Now I'll bring this down from that back just so it separates, and then take out bits of this one. And that's the way I've been developing it over the years, just see there now, making little small little kind of separate little pieces rather than having one solid lump. See this piece here now? See that? Just like one big cloud of a branch. So then I'll kind of separate branch like that. I'll kind of round it up. Like that. Then do the next piece. Rounding that up. Taking out anything in between. So that it just separates. I should probably have my glasses on for this job. eyes aren't as good as they used to be. So I'll just separate them back. That branch over in there. Again, pull out this little branch and divide it with my fingers. Take out that middle one, let's go between two, and then again. Grows pretty well, this tree. And responds pretty quickly to any pruning that I've done. It seems hardy enough. It's been out and we had -5 last week, and it was outside, so it can handle the frost and that. So I don't know, but I'm just not sure. I just don't know what kind of plant it is. So as you can see there now, it's all thinned out, that branch, and into like separate little clumps. And that's the way I'll just go around the whole tree, doing that kind of. No point trying it individually cut out it because it's just too small. I think it would be virtually impossible to do it like that, but I know I do it like this and it grows back pretty fast. So any leaves that I cut in half or anything like that tend to blend in pretty fast. Okay, let's do this one. Same. Just relax, you got on the branches. This one. The only thing I do have to watch for, I think, would be if we get any snow, because although it can seem to handle the cold, it's quite a thin trunk, the sides of the top, and I think the snow, and it's very brittle branches and that are very brittle, and I think any heavy snow on it would break branches pretty easily. Now I'm just trying to define each branch, giving it its own separate little space. Okay, so I'll work away on this, and then we'll come back in a while and have a look, see how I'm getting on. Okay, I think we're more or less there with the trimming. As I've been trimming it, I've kind of realised it has a very kind of faint thyme smell. It's like it's not thyme, but it's definitely has a bit of a smell like thyme. So I'm wondering if it's a type of one of the thyme family. You know, it has a leaf like of thyme, but it just doesn't smell as strong. But it's like a faint thyme smell off it. Definitely. Look, you see there now. You can see into the structure a bit better. Pads are kind of separated more. It's kind of find it, if you don't keep on top of the pruning, it'll just keep growing stronger in places, and you end up with, you see, like over here, maybe there's a bit sticking out too far. Back a bit. you end up with strong branches and then shading out the lower ones and stuff. So I tried to keep on top of the pruning with it. Like I said, I want to try and get this branch and prune much off this one because I want this branch to grow a bit and get stronger. It's quite delicate at the moment, but I'll face this to the sun when the sun eventually comes back, and we'll try and get it growing a bit better. There's a bit of wire on it in there still, but I'll leave that for now. It seems to be okay, so I'll leave that until its next pruning. It's a bit high up there. I don't mind it having a bit here and there, like jotting out, because I don't want a perfect dome. I want it kind of a little bit natural looking. Okay, so it's definitely has a slight tang smell. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is work on the landscape part. See, it's covered in all the leaves now, and there's some old moss and stuff. So there's a path here where my monk normally walks down. So I'm going to take out the path. Just these little bricks. Take that path out, and I'm going to just redo it, restart the landscape again. So again, I'll just pause the video, clear off all the old moss and all the debris and stuff, and we'll come back then and have another look at it. Okay, so I've got most of it off. One thing with this tree I don't like is around the trunk here, it's got some nasty roots. That'll all have to be sorted out, but that'll have to be done in the next repot. When I repotted it last time, I was tempted to take a couple off, but it was kind of quite weak. The part of the roots and that. You see, I have a bamboo sticks wired in to hold it down. It's like that. It can be quite top heavy. It's solid in the pot, but I didn't want to take any roots off yet until it was got a lot more roots that I could sacrifice and take a chance taking one off at a time. But that'll come in a later date. Okay, so what I want to do now is start by putting my path back in. Just press these down. Yes. Push them in. We'll fill in the gaps then afterwards. A bit of sand. There's a root under there, so we'll go this way a bit more. In the summer it looks kind of well because the moss tends to grow between the bricks. In the winter, a lot of the moss dies off and it gets too wet and stuff, so it doesn't look as good. To be honest, I'm doing this now, but it'll probably waste time. I'll be redoing it probably to redo it again in the spring, but for the sake of the video, let's do it now. Give me little monk little path to walk down. too worried about getting them bang on. It's only supposed to be an old cobblestone kind of path, so really want it too perfect. Bring it back around here a bit. Going around the tree a bit. Okay. Well, there. Maybe one there. Squeeze one more row in back here. To the edge of the pot. One there. Perfect. Okay, so let's have a look at the path. Keep one around there. Okay. Now, have a bit of sand here. Used. Scoop. This is actually quite a coarse sand. Do have white sand here, like very fine aquarium sand, so maybe that will fill in the gaps a bit better. Put it on like that. Fill in the gaps. Back here. Okay, let's get that down here because water's going all over the floor. Give it a little spray. Okay, before I give it any more now, I'm just going to put a bit of moss in now. Put a container here with a bit of moss in it. Just get out some old scissors and then adjust some of the mosses. Some quite thick lumps underneath of it. Just let the moss overhang the path slightly. Sand looks a bit white now, but I'm sure it won't take long before it darkens up. Okay, got some pretty thick knots here. See, so we just cut off the soil on the back. Use your old scissors for this job. Want to be cutting through stones and stuff with your good scissors. Okay. Here maybe. I'm just cutting off the bulk of the soil off the bottom. Corner there. Don't have a lot of moss here. It's not considered we have a lot of wet country we live in. This time of year, the moss tends to go very black as it gets too wet. Like that once the when you do this in the spring, once the moss starts growing, it tends to spread across and on between the bricks and stuff, so it look quite good. I'm not sure if this will do it now because the weather and the way it is. Piece here. Cut off all the like that. I'll probably be redoing all this in the spring, and I'll find some nice different moss and stuff. Maybe even some miniature little plants and stuff to go in around it. For now, just have to make do with what we have. This last bit in there at the back, just to fill it in. Okay, last of my moss. And try and be here, just front there. Okay, so I'll give that another watering. Okay, just clean up the pot a bit. Okay, there you have it. All that's left now. Throw a little monk back on the path. And that's it. That'll do for now. Have a little look at that now from a bit of a distance. You can see path. See how tree has thinned out a bit. You can see some of the rank structure now better inside. Okay, so that'll do for this video. Again, if you like it, please subscribe and all that stuff. And we'll see you on the next one.